Good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to Somerville Veterans Memorial Arena.
Today, we honor our Somerville Highlander hockey class of 2024. These 5 players have embodied the poise, personality, and passion of the Highlander hockey program. In their 4 years under Coach DePasso, these 5 players have led the Highlanders to a record of 33 wins, 25 losses, and 6 ties, a 2021 GBL championship, and a victory in last year's play-in tournament game, and are on the verge of securing the berth in the 2024 state tournament. Our first senior started playing with Somerville youth hockey when he was 4 years old as a mite. In 8th grade, he joined the JV team at Somerville High School and has been on the varsity team since his freshman year. He plans to attend a 4-year college in the fall, majoring in construction management. He has contributed 5 goals and 9 assists for 14 points this season. Joined by his parents, Lee and Caroline Roses, brother and fellow Highlander Colin Roses, and his aunt Liz Shea. Senior forward, number 2, Owen Rosen. Our next senior grew up playing for Somerville youth hockey and has since then been part of the Somerville High Varsity Hockey team. He plans to attend a 4-year college in the fall. Joined by his parents, Gerald and Katie, sister Sarah and husband Mike, brother Devin and his girlfriend Carrie, brother Ronan, sister Olivia, niece Haley, and nephews Ben and Bill, who couldn't be more proud of him. Our next senior, number 9, defenseman, Logan Joppier. Our next senior started his hockey journey at the age of 3 in Somerville youth hockey, where he played through Mike through midgets. He joined the Somerville High School hockey team last year after transferring from Boston College High School. He plans on going to a 4-year college and then on to law school. He's contributed 2 goals and 2 assists for 4 points this season. Joined by his proud parents, Adeline and Liam, and his supporting siblings, Celine and Michael. Number 12, defenseman, Matthew Mannion. Our next senior has been playing in Somerville since 2015 and has planned to pursue junior hockey after graduation. He has contributed 4 goals and 7 assists for 11 points this season. Joined by his parents, Francesca and Martin, siblings Juliana and cousin Julian. Senior forward, number 19, Matt Brookman. Our final senior is captain of the team and has played hockey in Somerville since 2015 and has played at the varsity level since freshman year. He plans to do his postgrad year in Connecticut at South Kent Prep School before moving on to pursue a degree in business. Joined by his grandfather, John Daniels, his mother, Jill Daniels, his dad, Ted Barkin, and his aunt, Jennifer Medina. Senior goaltender and captain of the Highlanders, number 30, Ronnie trainer Michelle Kelly, and assistant athletic director Indira Limora, please step forward. Providing invaluable support for the team, we thank you for their dedicated service to the Somerville High Hockey Program. Hockey fans, one more time, give it up for your Somerville High Hockey Class of 2024! And your Somerville Highlanders. And now first, Lexington Minutemen. Starting at left wing, number 19, Rob Harmon. At center, number 8, Adam. At right wing, number 18, Aaron Hughes. At left defense, number 3, Minutemen. And at right defense, number 14, number 30, Luke Inmore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, starting starting goal.
Welcome to Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Tyler Aragao, and the Highlanders have senior day today as 5 members of the Highlander hockey team are seniors. Celebrating them, we have Owen Rosas, Logan Gauthier, as you saw Logan's musical stylings on the national anthem, Matt Mannion, Matt Brokeman, and the captain goalie for the Highlanders, Robbie Larkin. Tyler, these 5 seniors have the opportunity with a win today over Lexington to go to the playoffs for the 3rd straight year.
Simplest formula to follow right there, Todd, and that's just to win. And how could you not be charged up before this game at home, your final home game of the regular season, honoring this great senior class of 5 players. So fitting that they got honored there with the starting lineup being announced, and all 5 of them will start this game out. Logan Gauthier, though, my goodness, goosebumps to start before the puck drop. His best Jimi Hendrix impression there. So we're ready to go, Todd, ready to rock and roll from the vet.
Absolutely, we are underway as Rosas gets it into the zone. We will talk about those playoff implications throughout this game, as both teams have huge playoff implications today. They win for the Highlanders and they're in. They have 4 games remaining this year. If they win any of those 4 remaining games, they are into the playoffs, but the 3 games remaining after today are on the road. So those will be difficult. Lexington, with a win today, can virtually get themselves into the playoffs. They have to get 2 wins in their last 3 to get into the playoffs, but those last 2 games are against teams with a combined 4 wins between them. So Lexington likely will win those last 2. A victory against the Highlanders should solidify them towards their Division I playoff hopes. Rosas will dump that one in. This group of 5 seniors heading to the bench now. 4 of those seniors, I should say, as they have made the playoffs 3 years, or looking to make the playoffs 3 years in a row. So Lexington will carry it out of the zone. That's number 27, Andy Yang, one of the assistant captains, as he goes around the Highlander net, gets it back into the corner. Highlanders able to pick that up, as DeAngelo's had it for a moment, gets back into the slot, tried to feed that inside to Good, but instead the Highlanders come away with it as Ardolino shoots that one towards Dinsmore. He sticks it aside. Highlanders have it in the corner, tried to feed DeAngelo's in the slot, knocked away by the Minutemen. Highlanders making a change as Lexington collects it in their zone. Yang will dump that one in. Shane Doe will pick it up for the Highlanders. 13:10 remaining here in the first period as we are underway at the vet here on a Saturday afternoon. Rosas gets it into the corner, but Lexington able to control. As that's sent back around by Donahue. Highlanders have the opportunity mid-boards as Matt Brokeman skates past it, unable to get by. Doe keeps it in at the blue line, fires it in. That gets knocked down and blocked by Kingsbury. Battled for, and Kingsbury will come away with it. As Lexington will bring it out of the zone, carrying it out is Caleb Fem. Or strike that, Semenchek. Semenchek down in the corner, loses his edge. Highlanders pick it up. Matt Brokeman is through. Gauthier trying to keep it out of the Highlander zone, unable to. Rosas will chase it down in the corner. He's harried there by Semenchek, and Semenchek comes away with it. Now Rosas with it. Highlanders bring it out of their zone as Matt Brokeman will dump it in. Played to the side by Dinsmore. Highlanders go for the change. No whistles here. Continuous hockey. Multiple line changes as DeAngelis dumps it towards the zone. DeAngelis unable to keep it, but Candelino picks it up in neutral ice, and there is our first stoppage with 11:50 remaining here in the first period. No score between the Minutemen and the Highlanders.
Pretty good pace, though, through this opening 3 minutes and change. Both teams getting through neutral ice, moving their legs well. The passing's been on point. Highlanders making those quick decisions early in this game, something you like to see, Todd, because I feel like lately in some of these last few games, they've gotten off to slower starts.
No doubt about that. Highlanders have struggled a bit in the first period, getting their legs under them in some of their most recent games, coming off a loss to Methuen. Their third loss to Methuen this season. Methuen, an excellent program, though, as they are ranked in the top 5 in Division III.
And Todd, this is a Lexington team. They're moving their feet early, too, out of the jump. So for the Highlanders, that's key to match.
That's a nice pass to DeAngelis, but Dinsmore standing tall in his crease, able to stop that one as Casesso sent that one into the slot. DeAngelis able to send it towards Dinsmore, but Dinsmore held on. Lexington comes in 7-8-2 overall. They're ranked number 34 in Division I, so they need to put together some wins to make sure they get into that Division I playoff for the second year in a row. Highlanders looking for their third straight playoff appearance, 8-6-2. Any wins in their remaining 4 against Lexington today, Haverhill, Beverly at Beverly, or at Melrose to finish the season a week and a half from today. Any wins in any of those games will send the Highlanders to the playoffs as Lexington breaks in. Nice job defensively there. Shane Doe did a nice job standing him up.
Brokeman helped him out there too very well with the stick.
As Jones will bring it out now for the Highlanders, being chased by Kingsbury. Kingsbury knocked it away from Jones. Highlanders able to control as Mannion sends it around. Now Lexington gets it on the forecheck. Yang with it. He'll send it deeper. It's Mannion, one of those seniors that we've talked about today, trying to clear it out of the zone. It's Rosas as well, one of the seniors. That one's stolen away by Hugh. He sends that one towards. Brokeman was able to knock it away for a moment. Now comes out. Oliver has it. He'll send it against the boards. Doe picks it up for the Highlanders, trying to carry it out. Forecheck, very aggressive for Lexington, as once again Hugh able to keep it in.
They're all discombobulated right now, Todd. They need a clear or a whistle.
As Hugh around the goal, behind the goal, Hugh has stood up, but once again pinching in was Yang, keeping that one in, got a shot in towards Larkin. Now it's cleared away, and an icing is going to be the call, as this is going to come back to the Highlanders zone for the faceoff. 9:53 remaining in the first period.
And you can give the Minutemen credit for their forechecking, Todd, but a lot of that was self-inflicted from the Highlanders. A lack of communication, lack of positioning, guys just sort of aimlessly drifting around in the defensive zone. No one's talking to each other either. So a lot of things need to improve defensively, as that whole sequence was sloppy from the Highlanders, all 5 guys.
Ardolino comes flying out of the Highlander zone with the puck down into the corner. It's picked up there by Casesso. Casesso brings it around far side of the ice, mid-boards, held in by Foley. Foley fires that one towards the net. Dinsmore sends it to the side. Lexington able to clear, but Foley picks it up, gives it right to DeAngelis. And that's going to be an offsides, I believe. Yep. As the faceoff will come just outside the Minuteman zone.
Dinsmore, big senior goaltender, stands very high above that crossbar, and that's going to be a routine save for him. We know Foley has a great shot, but they're going to need more net front presence there to really bother him today.
Casesso got pinched off, had DeAngelis in front of the net, couldn't quite get it to him. Now DeAngelis kicks it back to Candelino at the point. Candelino gets blocked aside by Dinsmore. As DeAngelis comes across the ice, is able to get it at the bottom of the face-off circle, but then Moore gets it for the Minutemen. Now Hugh carrying it out. Fits Simonchek with it. Simonchek into the Highlander zone, gets it knocked away. Candelino now for the Highlanders. He'll dump it in. As Brokeman chases it down into the corner. Controlled by the Minutemen as Donahue had it for a moment. Minutemen trying to get it out. Set quickly back in by Logan Gauthier, but now with speed is Donahue as he gets past Gauthier. Sends it right through the slot, but nobody home as Simonchek was not in position yet. Simonchek, though, with the check along the far boards, as Lexington comes away with the puck.
Stayed within the rules there to knock Rosas off stride. Looked like the Highlanders could have had some numbers there after the shot had carried all the way back up the boards and out to center.
8:10 remaining here in the first period. Scoreless as the Highlanders will take this face-off in the Minuteman zone. DeAngelis taking the face-off for the Highlanders against Dory and Hugh. One by the Minutemen. Highlanders able to control then. That one sent in by Casesso. Sent to the side by Dinsmore. It's DeAngelis now, trying to get it behind the net. He gets control, looking for Casesso out front, cleared away, and that one's sent in. Opportunity there.
Antonelli almost redirected that. He had his stick on the ice, but it wasn't really at the best angle to put that puck onto Dinsmore.
I saw the number 63. I was confused for a minute. Kyle normally number 3, 63 with the road uni now. So Highlanders wearing their road unis. Picked up by Yang, kept in. Yang has it as he sends it through the slot, and that'll be a goal for Nolan Kingsbury as he came across. Beautiful pass from Yang after Yang picked it up at the blue line. 1-0 lead right off the bat for the Minutemen about midway here through the first period. 7:26 remaining.
Turnover inside the blue line. Those usually tend to hurt. And Yang just moving down the boards. Nobody picks up Kingsbury right down the middle. He was all alone. You got to have a man marked out in front of the net at all times, and Kingsbury probably not going to get an easier goal than that on that setup there from Yang. A perfect pass.
Broekman carried it into the zone, kept in by Jones. Broekman tries to swing, he misses. Stick down on the ice is Jones. Now Fem tries to get it into the Highlander zone, taken away by Candelino as they send it forward. That's going to get all the way through. Larkin's going to have to poke it with the stick to Candelino. Highlanders trying to set it up as Lexington goes for a change. They try to hit Broekman as Broekman's checked into the near boards. Carries it all the way down into the corner. Rosas tries to pick it up. He gets checked as well. Lexington now 3-on-2 as they're coming down ice. Simonchek is in. Gives it off to Lane. Dylan Lane with the puck now. Cycles it back down to Simonchek. Back to Lane. Out to the point to Donahue, who sends that one in. It's out in front of the net in the slot. Lexington unable to come away with it. The Highlanders do. As Casesso. He'll dump it into the corner, chase it down himself. Ardolino pokes it back the other direction here to the near boards. As DeAngelis picks that one up, cycles it a bit deeper. So the Highlanders get it further into the zone. Casesso will try to chase it into the corner, but cleared away by Donahue. All the way down. As Larkin unable to cover that with the glove.
Didn't know whether to cover it or play it with his stick. Got caught in between there.
Now back to the point. Splagonis with his shot. Goes wide. Kept in once again by Oliver. Now the Highlanders able to get it out of the zone, but it was up above the glass. Face-off will come back to the Highlanders zone. Highlanders having a difficult time early on, once again, clearing it out of their zone.
Need to try and calm things down a little bit. Give up that goal there. You see your defensive coverage get burnt. Can't get rattled by that. Have to readjust and reset. Everyone needs to be on the same page in the right spot. That's how you get those pucks out more efficiently. Right now, they're just making those hope plays, hoping that they can get the puck out. Got to be more sure of yourself.
5:35 remaining in the first period. So Antonelli cycles that back deeper, back to Antonelli now as he skates it into the slot, but Jones able to poke it out of the zone. Stolen right away by Hugh as he sends it back in. O'Shaughnessy chased it down behind the net. Now the opportunity for Oliver as he sends that one wide. Foley will pick this up for the Highlanders, trying to clear it out. Antonelli, a little soft pass there, able to get poked back in. We have the referee's hand up. We have a foul. And the Highlanders will get the man advantage as O'Shaughnessy is going to be sent to the penalty box. Highlanders with a power play here with 5:04 remaining in the first period, trailing 1-0. So hopefully this can change the flow of things, Tyler. So the Highlanders have the man advantage.
Yeah, they could certainly use some time here in the attacking zone. And the power play, at times this season, especially here at home, has proven to be a remedy. So we'll see if they can get things set up and get some chances here.
Oliver in the corner with it. DeAngelis comes by, picks it up, loses it though to Donahue, sends it all the way down. Minute 45 remaining in the penalty. Doe picks it up for the Highlanders. Hugh with the forecheck. Gets it up to Foley. Foley Gets it poked away for a moment in neutral ice. DeAngelis will carry it in. He's got Ardolino in the slot. So Ardolino comes over to help in the corner now. He'll carry it out. Gives it back to Foley at the point as they set their power play. Sent by Doe towards the net. Unable to be controlled by DeAngelis. Brought out by Donahue. Highlanders back in as Ardolino gets it. Poked away by Donahue at the last second.
Great stick.
It's Donahue showing why he's got that C on the sweater. Just under a minute remaining in the man advantage for the Highlanders. 4 minutes remaining in the first period. Highlanders trailing by a goal. Tim Jones will pick this one up and bring it down for the Highlanders as he'll skate it in. He's picked up by Fem in the corner. It's Caleb Fem working with Tim Jones there in the corner. Jones comes away with her. I should say Casesso came away with it. Cleared out though as Fem was able to clear it all the way down ice. Larkin will leave it there for Doe. 28 seconds remaining. Quick pass forward to Jones. Now Broekman, far side. He'll cycle it back to Rosas. Rosas tries to get it down into the corner. Kept in by Candolino at the point. Foley tries to collect it. He'll send it towards the net. Highlanders not generating much offense on this power play. As they get it to Foley here, weak side. He'll pinch down, shoot it in, and Seamus Foley, with 1 second remaining in the power play, with that tight angle shot, finds the open space in front of Dinsmore for the goal.
And I don't know how there was any space there with Dinsmore down along the post. He's a big kid, but somehow Foley finds a way, and with just a second left on what was really a lifeless power play for 1 minute and 59 seconds, Seamus Foley performs some late CPR to give the Highlanders a tying power play goal, and they should be very fortunate for that, Todd, because this has not been a clean first period.
Seamus goalie's 5th goal of the season ties this one up. Preston Ardolino tried to get some speed out of there, but Donahue comes away with it. Donahue plays that up. Donahue controlling. Neutral ice there, but Highlanders now as Doe will send it in. DeAngelis chasing it down in the corner. Donahue with it. He spins, tries to find Casesso cutting into the slot just a little behind him. Cleared out by the Minutemen. 2:30 remaining here in the first period. That shot by O'Shaughnessy knocked down by Mannion. Second shot there sent wide. Lexington able to hold it in at the blue line though as Yu has it. Oliver holds it in. Now Donahue, he'll fire that one. Goes wide. Live rebound off the glass, handled by Lexington. Now the Highlanders getting some control. As Doe tries to clear that one out, but it's held in once again by Oliver at the blue line. Lexington doing a great job at the blue line, holding all the clearances in. As once again, the Highlanders unable to clear this one right in the slot. Opportunity for O'Shaughnessy. Feeds it back to Yu. Yu fires it towards the goal. Larkin has to stick that one aside as O'Shaughnessy was coming in on him. Now Yu loses control and DeAngelis tries to chase it down, but Donahue pinches it off, is able to get control. Both teams going for changes. Minute 25 remaining here in the first period. Puck is behind the Highlander net. As it comes out under Foley's control, he gets it forward to Rosas. Now Rosas with Broekman. Gives it back to Broekman. Match shot. Picked up by Rosas in the slot. He fires it, and Dinsmore will hold on. With 1:10 remaining here in the first period. 1-1 is the score. Do not follow what the scoreboard says, as Seamus Foley's goal was good.
And it was a power play goal with 1 second left. Good work there by the two seniors, Rosas and Broekman, working together, not giving up on that puck, and Rosas gets a good challenging shot. Dinsmore forced to make a positional stop.
As Foley sends that through clean to Dinsmore. Dinsmore had to stick it aside. Now picked up by Jones, mid-boards. He'll fire it towards the net. That's wide here near side. Foley will get it. Now Broekman cycles it deeper. Rosas with it. Tries to get Jones in the middle. He'll circle back around. Has good job defensively there. So Shaughnessy able to poke that one out. Foley sends it deep. 30 seconds remaining in the period. Highlanders go for a change. Lexington bringing it up ice. Robinson gets it forward to Yang. That one off the post. Yang's shot goes off the post. Larkin knew the post was there. That's what he will say. 10 seconds remaining here in the period as Lexington trying to get one more rush at the Highlander goal. As you trying to carry it in, they get it back to the point. Spagunas, his shot goes wide, and that will do it for the first period of action. We are tied up 1-1 after one period from the vet. It's the Minutemen and the Highlanders here on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon alongside Tyler Aragao. Tyler is dealing with a parking situation. Those of you from Somerville will completely understand, but he will be back with us momentarily. So we are about to get underway here in the second period. Highlanders and Minutemen. Minutemen and Highlanders tied at 1. Highlanders scored a power play goal from Seamus Foley in order to get that tie after a sloppy first period from the Highlanders, where they had a difficult time keeping it, or getting it, I should say, out of their zone. We'll see if they can tighten things up here in the second period as that's sent around the net. As Ardolino at the blue line, he's able to get it out. Highlanders now trying to carry it through neutral ice. Picked up by Hugh for the Minutemen once they got it into the zone. As Donaghy able to carry it out, gets it forward to Hugh. Gives it back to Donaghy. Donaghy gets it taken away by DeAngelis, and now Matt DeAngelis. It's a 3-on-2 for the Highlanders. Casesso's in, gives it back to, and Ardolino's shot goes wide. I think Dinsmore got a pad on that one. As Lexington able to clear that out, Shane Doe will chase it down into the corner around the back of the net. As the Minutemen controlling in the corner, Hugh brings it out. Back to the point, fired in by Oliver. Now it's going to be carried out by the Highlanders from behind the net, and they send it all the way down. That's going to go for the icing. 3:45 remaining here in the second period. Tied up 1-1 between the Minutemen and the Highlanders. Don't forget, if the Highlanders win today, they're going to be in the playoffs. If they win any of their final 4 games, 3 of which are on the road after today, they'll be in the playoffs. Make sure you check out MIAA.net to check out any Highlander matchups as the playoffs are in the offing, and we will have coverage of that for you here on Somerville Ed TV if they do make the playoffs. Highlanders get it out of the zone. Rosas tried to carry it in, is poked away by the Minutemen. Dumped in by Broekman. Now Jones chases that down behind the net. Minutemen looking to carry it out, as now O'Shaughnessy over across the far boards, but the Highlanders cycle it deeper as Jones has it behind the net. He's got Rosas out front. They tried to poke it to him, but couldn't quite control, and now coming out with some speed is O'Shaughnessy as he's working with you. Back to O'Shaughnessy as his shot goes wide. Hugh goes around the net, comes out, fires it, and Robbie Larkin will hold on to it. Face-off will stay in the Highlander zone. 12:54 remaining here in the second period. Highlanders have struggled throughout that first period, maintaining possession and getting it out of their zone. The forecheck for the Minutemen has been very effective, but the Highlanders as well have not been very effective themselves getting it out. As Foley sends it all the way around, and Casesso is in for the Highlanders. So he's got Ardolino in front of the net. He'll fire it, and Dinsmore uses the pads to knock that one aside, and the net came off its mooring. So we have a stoppage here, 12:40 remaining in the second period. Face-off on the far side. Face-off circle in the Lexington zone. DeAngelis will take it, and he'll win it for the Highlanders as Casesso brings it around the net. Chris will cycle it back the other direction as Ardolino will chase it down on the mid-boards. Seamanchik with it. Brings it here near side. Casesso tries to get it deeper. Picked up, though, by the Minutemen. Is out with speed is Dylan Lane. Lane gets it knocked off his stick, though, as Candelino chases it down behind the net. That's sent through the crease by Seamanchik, but nobody home, and picked up by the Highlanders on the other end. That'll be an icing on the Highlanders. The face-off will come back to the Highlander zone. 12:09 remaining here in the first period. Talked about the Highlanders needing a win in their last 4 games to get into the playoffs. Lexington also looking to get into the playoffs in Division 1, as they're currently ranked number 34. They're a game below 500. A win today will really set them up well for a playoff run. A loss today will make a win in both of their final games necessary, as icing is going to be the call. The face-off will come right back down to the Highlander zone. Highlanders really struggling to keep possession thus far. Tyler and I have talked about how the Highlanders have come out slowly in previous games. In their last 6, the Highlanders won 3 and 2, so only 1 win in their last 6. That gets through to Larkin. He'll hold on to it off the stick of Andy Yang. Face off yet again in the Highlander zone. Dory Hinhue takes it for Lexington, and they win it. As Yang flashes across, he'll send it in. Hugh now with it. As the Highlanders able to come away with it, Tim Jones takes it away. Jones carries it all the way through neutral ice. Kingsbury tried to get it away, but Jones able to cycle it deeper. Oliver picks it up behind the net, gives that back to Donaghy. Donaghy sends it forward, but Doe able to hand that down to himself, stopping the rush. Lexington gets it into the zone, though. It's Kingsbury in the corner with Doe. Doe will come away with it. And Doe plays that forward. Broekman chasing it down for the Highlanders into the corner. And Broekman stays down after he went into the boards. He is a little bit behind the play. He's going to get off the ice surface himself as Foley brings it down for the Highlanders, or gets it for the Highlanders, I should say. Candelino with it. It's Casesso. Sends it behind the Highlander net. Ardolino trying to clear it out, but unable to, as Yang sends it deeper, gets it through to Larkin, who has to hold on. 10:48 remaining in the second period, tied up 1-1. Face off here, O'Shaughnessy versus DeAngelis. O'Shaughnessy gets the win. Now Seamanchik chases it into the corner. Candelino will come away with it, though, for the Highlanders, as Highlanders look to rush here. Candelino carries it all the way in. He'll dump it into the zone. It's Casesso back behind the net. DeAngelis comes away with it. Candelino gets it in deeper, touched up, and that's sent in. Chris Casesso puts it into the back of the net past Dinsmore. Highlanders able to get traffic in front of the net, sent in by Candelino from the blue line, and Chris Casesso picks up the goal. That's his 9th of the season. The Highlanders lead 2-1, 10:20 remaining in the second period. That's the way the Highlander offense likes to run, generating that offense from the blue line. As that was sent in, kept in at the blue line. Casesso and DeAngelis were down in front of the net with the traffic, and Casesso finishes it off. Highlanders now with a 2-1 lead as Doe gets it. Plays that forward, unable to be controlled by Jones. O'Shaughnessy comes away with it. Good job in neutral ice by the Highlanders, though, as Jones almost carried it in. Now Gauthier, he'll dump that one in. Highlanders will chase it down. Lexington controls as Aaron Yu. Good job by Doe holding it in at the blue line. He'll send it in. Jones providing the screen. Shot went wide as Broekman now sends it back to the blue line. Gauthier off of the skate of Dinsmore, and Dinsmore will hold on as Tim Jones was causing a conflagration there. 9:36 remaining in the first period, or second period, I should say. Highlanders up 2-1. Face-off stays in the Lexington zone. Highlanders have been able to get themselves out of their own zone and generate their offense here in the second period. Nice adjustments by head coach Chris Capazzo in between the first and second period as Casesso picks it up mid-boards from Ardolino. DeAngelis down into the corner. He'll cycle it back to Casesso. Stolen away for a moment by Fem, and Fem will come away with it. Is now Lexington looking to get out of the zone, carried out by Donahue. He'll dump it in. Stuck aside by Larkin. Highlanders trying to get out of the zone, held in nicely by Fem, but the Highlanders able to poke it out then as DeAngelis got to stick to it. Brought right back in by Hugh. And we have a whistle and a foul, as that's going to go against, I believe, the Highlanders. As Seamus Foley will head to the penalty box. 2 minutes of power play for Lexington here. Highlanders were able to equalize it in the first period with a power play goal. Highlander penalty kill looking to prevent that from occurring here as they have the 2-1 lead on the Casesso goal. Man advantage here for Lexington with 8:48 remaining in the second period. Donahue at the point, gets it in. Tyler Aragao has arrived from his parking concerns.
Goodness. Lots of concerns.
Short-handed opportunities. Broekman tries to sweep it across, but he gets taken down as Yang able to get the puck away from him. Lexington having a hard time, though, against the forecheck of the Highlanders. Kingsbury in neutral ice.
Similar to how I'm having a hard time finding a parking spot here in the city of Somerville.
Doe will clear that out for the Highlanders. 1:15 remaining in the Minutemen penalty. Well, while you were gone, Tyler, Chris Casesso able to get the goal for the Highlanders, gets them ahead. They had DeAngelis and Casesso in front of the goal, and Casesso finished it off after the send-in from the blue line by Doe.
That usually works out pretty well when those two are out there in front of the goal together.
As Lexington brings it in. Nice job once again by the Highlanders as Casesso cleared it out of the zone. 48 seconds remaining in the Highlander penalty. Highlanders leading 2-1 as Oliver gets it taken off of his stick by DeAngelis. It's DeAngelis now. He'll control in the corner. Just taking that critical time off of the power play. As Donahue sends that forward. Lexington coming in. Casesso able to get it away. Nice job by Candelino as he rode Donahue right off of that puck. 20 seconds remaining here in the Highlander penalty. Minutemen looking for one more rush here as they get it to Kingsbury. Now Kingsbury drops it off to O'Shaughnessy, who skates into the zone with speed. O'Shaughnessy, he centers it to the slot. Blocked there by Robbie Larkin.
Great stop there by Larkin.
Aaron Yu was right out in front. Larkin made the stop. Now Donahue gets it deeper. Penalty is over. Teams are at even strength, and the shot goes through clean. Larkin will glove it and hold on. Highlanders able to maintain that 2-1 lead through that power play. 6:38 remains in the second period.
Well, they did a real nice job defensively there. 3 guys gumming up the middle of the ice, protecting the front of the net, and that actually gave Robbie some time to get himself back over into the middle of his net and get himself square to make a nice save to that shot.
O'Shaughnessy versus Jones in the face-off circle. O'Shaughnessy gets the best of it as he sends it back to the point. That's fired clear through as Caleb Fem from the point, but Robbie Larkin will glove it and hold on.
Really good hands there from Larkin. He's got such a strong glove hand, but it really starts with his eyes, the way he tracks that puck.
As that one locked down by the Highlander defense on the shot attempt, and now the Highlanders back the other direction. Owen Rosas with speed into the corner. He's got Tim Jones helping him out there. Puck squirts out under the control of O'Shaughnessy, who gets that forward. As that goes around the net, Seamanchik there. He'll send it back mid-boards. They cycle it back deeper. Seamanchik back behind the net, but Doe able to take it away. Broekman tries to clear it. Jones tries to clear it as well, but held up well at the blue line once again by the Lexington defense. And the opportunity right there. Great job. As O'Shaughnessy had the shot, Brokeman got the block. And that's going to go all the way down for the icing, 5:38 remaining. Lexington, an excellent job keeping somebody in the area of the slot. They've had a lot of opportunities right in between the face-off circles. They've generated those opportunities with their work. The Highlanders doing a nice job, though, blocking those shots right now.
A lot of shot blocks here this afternoon from the Highlanders. They've protected the front of the net really well. They've limited chances against, and Robbie Larkin's come up with some saves here when those chances have been there.
Big shot by Splagunas from the blue line, goes high. Now in the corner, Highlanders come away with it. They'll play it out. Comes here near side. Splagunas will send it back the other direction as Lane has it. Now Kingsbury, taken by Casesso. Lane once again has the opportunity. Seamus Foley's going to try to nullify it. Now Seamanchik in the corner, receives the check. Seamus Foley's able to poke it out and get it out of the zone for a moment, but once again, Lexington on the attack here as DeAngelis has it. Gets it out here near side, Casesso into neutral ice, working with DeAngelis. Beautiful pass to Matt DeAngelis. DeAngelis along the boards, gives it back to Casesso. Casesso gets sandwiched. Ardolino comes away with the puck. Now, Candelino from the point fires it, blocked by the Minutemen. Foley will tee it up and fire it. And that's gloved and held on to by Dinsmore. 4:36 remaining in the second period. Highlanders up 2-1.
Still trying to get some shots through here from the point. That's always a recipe to generating offense. The Highlanders have really had success this season when they're getting those shots through. And it's the stick-to-itiveness, too. When that first shot gets blocked, you've got to be aware and alert to hold that line, and Foley did a nice job there.
Face-off won by the Minutemen. They look to clear this out. Kingsbury with speed fires that! Just a snipe shot there by Nolan Kingsbury for his second goal of the game as he gets it past Robbie Larkin. Just at the top of the face-off circle, fired that one with a forehand and got it by Larkin to equal this game at 2 with 4:25 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, just a great shot there. It looked like Larkin had it played pretty well, and Kingsbury goes short side high for an absolute dart.
Kingsbury's second goal of the game. He has both of the Minutemen's goals. Puck being battled for in neutral ice. Jones looked to come away with it. Now Rosas might have some open ice to dump it in. Tied up 2-2 here at the Vet. Both teams playoff implications. Both teams need wins to help their playoff chances. It's Casesso. He'll fire it towards the net. Dinsmore will hold on as Tim Jones was coming in. And we'll have a face-off in the Minutemen zone.
I'd like to see that shot come in a little bit lower, high up along the chest. The goaltender can see that all the way, and it's an easy rebound to control, or it should be more often than not. So if Casesso gets that puck just a little bit lower down along the pad, you might get a rebound or a ricochet that goes your way.
Face-off going to be won by the Highlanders as Foley cycles that deeper but only gets mid-boards. He is able to hold it in, though, as he fires it towards the net. Dinsmore kicks it aside. DeAngelis mid-boards far side will pick it up. Now Hugh for the Minutemen. Had it for a moment. DeAngelis took it off his stick, I should say. Now Hugh fighting through. He's able to get out, and Seamanchik is in, and that's going to be a nice job defensively by Seamus Foley to stop Seamanchik. Now DeAngelis the opportunity with Ardolino out front, but it's swept aside by Oliver. Lexington cycles it behind their own net. Oliver will pick it up there. Casesso, though, intercepts the pass. Receives the check there, but cycles it deeper. Jones will go to the corner, chasing it down. Picked up by Hugh, who will clear it out of the zone. 2:52 remaining in the period. Tied up 2-2. Good interception there by Jones. For just a moment, but he went down to the ice surface, couldn't control. Now Seamanship plays that forward for you chasing it into the zone, battling with Gandolino. As Pasquale gets the better of that one for the Highlanders, Tim Jones comes away with the puck. Rosas now trying to clear it, and the Highlanders do. Once again, Lexington carrying it in, you with it. And we have an offsides as the call. Up. Jones going to go to the pin. Power play opportunity here for Lexington. 2:14 remaining in the period. The Highlanders will be down a man for 2 minutes of that 2:14 as Jones goes for the penalty.
Big penalty kill coming up. Highlanders looked strong last time out on the kill, but now you're really up against it. This is a tie game now, and you want to keep it that way for the remainder of this second period.
Face off in the Highlander zone, won by the Minutemen, sent towards the net. Larkin had to clear that aside. Doe will come out with it. Opportunity here shorthanded with Chris Casesso as Casesso fires it to the far side on the glove side going wide. Dorian Yu with it now for the Minutemen, minute 35 remaining in the penalty. As Yu will get it on the give and go, he'll get into the Highlander zone. Yu plays it back to Kingsbury. Kingsbury, he'll switch with Yu. Yu, the skip pass over mid-boards. Now Yang with it. Back over to Yu. As that one fired through, Larkin had it the entire way as he gloves it and holds on. Shot coming in from Yang.
And you'll allow for those shots to come through from distance. If you're the penalty killers, that's when you're confident that Larkin's going to be able to stop it if he sees it. So just focus on clearing out the bodies. Let your goaltender watch it come all the way into his glove.
Minute 12 remaining in the power play for the Minutemen. As that puck brought around the net to the far boards. Back to the point. Now Kingsbury with it. Kingsbury scanning. Gives it back to the point to Donahue. Over here far near side, I should say. As Yang has it at the point. Feeds it back over to Hugh. Hugh with the shot. Kicked away by Larkin.
That went off of Foley. Great save by Robbie.
Now, Yang once again, back to the point. Fired by Donahue, one-timer, and a follow, trying to get in there. Larkin trying to get his hand on the puck, and he is able to. As that's stopped up there by Robbie Larkin. Casimir Oliver, I should say, came in and had a great opportunity. But Larkin is able to control the puck finally as he sprawled on the ice, 30 seconds remaining in the penalty.
Had to make a tricky save there on the shot from Yang that redirected in off of Foley, then tracked the puck across left to right, made a great save, and then battling down low to cover up on the rebound.
Donahue from the point, he'll fire it in. Larkin with the glove, he'll hold on. 24 seconds remaining in the penalty, 38 seconds remaining in the period. We are tied at 2s. Once again, Donahue gets it at the point. This time he'll send it into Fem. Back to Donahue. Donahue shoots, blocked by the Highlanders. Good job by DeAngelis. Now Donahue pinching in. As DeAngelis got back into position. That one redirected, but redirected wide by Kingsbury. 1 second remaining in the penalty. Tim Jones is out of the box. Teams are at even strength. Gauthier with the check behind the net, but Kingsbury was able to bring it out. Now pinching in is Yu, as Dorian Yu will carry it around the net, but that'll do it for the period. As each team gets a goal, we are tied at 2s here at the Vet. The Minutemen and the Highlanders will be back for third period action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back at the Vet as the Highlanders and the Minutemen tied up at 2s. We will go to a third period of action to see who comes away with the victory here on Somerville Ed TV. Todd Harmon alongside Tyler Aragao. Tyler, The Highlanders cleaned up that issue in the first period with possession, but they fell victim to a heck of a snipe by Nolan Kingsbury to tie this one up.
Yeah, Nolan Kingsbury said it back in the first period. He probably won't score a much easier goal than that tap-in he had from right out in front. That time, though, just a quick trigger pull, short side high. I thought Robbie had played the shot very well. It was a 2-on-1. You've always got to respect that idea of the pass, but Kingsbury was shooting that all the way. So a perfectly placed shot to tie things up, but you gotta like how the Highlanders stepped things up in that second period. They got through 2 big penalty kills, and Robbie in particular here on senior day, a couple of big saves down the stretch.
Absolutely, 5 seniors here on senior day. Owen Rosas, number 2, Logan Gauthier, number 9, Matt Mannion, number 12, Matt Brookman, number 19, and Captain Robbie Larkin in the goal, number 30, looking for their 3rd straight entrance into the MIAA postseason playoffs with a win today against Lexington. As Lexington will clear this out, almost held in, but now with speed coming out with it is Andy Yang as he is down, and he fires a little backhand shot there, held on to by Robbie Larkin. Larkin tested right off the bat here in the 3rd period.
Yang's got some good speed, and even on his off wing, gets a pretty good shot away. The backhander can be tough sometimes to pick up where it's going, and Larkin that time, sound position.
That one by Lexington. It's coming around as Yang. He'll cycle it back deeper. Kingsbury down there. Foley trying to muck things up for Hugh. The Highlanders trying to get control of the puck, but Kingsbury gets it over to Donahue. Donahue will fire that towards the net. It gets redirected, but Larkin was able to stick it aside.
Yang got a tip on that again, and Larkin tracking it very well.
As Donahue now on the defensive end, gets it taken away by Matt Jones. Jones will fire that towards the net, kicked aside by Dinsmore. Fired him from the blue line, that time by Mannion, goes wide. Doe, though, will send it back into the Minutemen zone. As Yu tries to get it out. Yang able to clear it out, but sent right back in by Shane Doe. Doe able to hold it in. He'll fire that towards the net. It goes wide to the far side. Kingsbury tries to poke it out, but unable to. Held in once again by Mannion this time. Lexington having difficulty clearing here, but they're going to bring it out as it's carried out. Brunt sent to Kingsbury as he fires that one. Hits off the stick of Robbie Larkin, goes out of bounds into the netting. We'll have a face-off down in the Highlander zone. 13:24 remaining in this tied game.
Any shot's a good shot here in this 3rd period. You never know if you put it on net. That needs to be the mentality for not only the Minutemen, but the Highlanders too.
DeAngelis will win this one against Kingsbury. Lexington, though, controls as it's cycled deeper by Oliver. Chasing it down is O'Shaughnessy. So O'Shaughnessy checked by Foley, but O'Shaughnessy keeps control. Now behind the net, Simonchik brings it out. Now at the blue line, unable to be held on by Oliver. As the Highlanders will get control of the puck here. Candelino, though, unable to control it, as in is Yu. That's Aaron Yu. As it comes back to Yu, Yu gets taken off the puck. Highlanders trying to carry it out. Good forecheck here by the Minutemen. 4 Minutemen in the area there holding that puck in. Foley gets it out to Casesso, and now the Highlanders looking to be on the run as Ardolino is in with speed. Ardolino brings it back, drops it for DeAngelis. DeAngelis with the hit in the corner, trying to get control of the puck. She scoops it out for Jones. Lexington is able to get control, though, as it's cleared out by Dorian Hugh. That's going to go all the way down for the icing. 12:13 remaining in the game, tied up 2-2. Face-off coming back down to the Minutemen zone.
And that's where this game is going to be won in this 3rd period. Those board battles and fights for possession. The ice is not going to come easy for either team here in this 2-2 tie. So the Highlanders, you want to see them winning more of those battles than they are losing.
Physicality ramping up here in the 3rd period.
As you could expect.
Absolutely. Both teams battling for playoff positioning as this is going to get all the way down. Robbie Larkin will cover it with the glove and hold on. 12 minutes remaining in the game. Remember, keep track of what's going on with those final 3 games for the Highlanders on the road. You can check out MIAA.net to find out where the Highlanders are ranked. They're currently ranked number 31. They need to be 32 or better or a winning record to make the playoffs. As that one squirting through to Robbie Larkin. Good job by Larkin to just cover that one up and hold on.
He's just got real good eyes and a real good glove hand. He's never afraid to cover up. And it's never a bad idea as a goaltender to play it safe like that.
So they send it back to the point. Squeezing in with it is Donahue. Now Kingsbury. He'll send it across to the near corner. Battling over there is Seamanchik along with Gauthier. Seamanchik got that one in front of the net, but it was cleared away. Larkin was able to get the stick to it. That one fired clear through by Donahue, and Larkin will hold on to it. The Minutemen maintaining possession here. It's staying down in the Highlander end right now. Highlanders having another difficult time clearing.
Out shooting them here in this third period too. Starting to get some more of a reward, you could say, for all of that possession, Todd. They haven't scored yet, but they're getting pucks to the net. They're getting shots through. And Larkin there, prior to that point shot, had to make a couple of nice plays down low with the stick, defending on those centering passes.
Dorian Hugh gets the win on the faceoff. Andy Yang in the corner.
Got to be careful with those two out on the ice, Todd. Yang and Hugh, very dangerous duo so far here today.
Kingsbury was not able to hold on. Ardolino's got speed down ice. He gets checked by Dorian Hugh into the corner. Now Casesso, no, Ardolino. Ardolino pokes it towards the net. And it's held on to by Luke Dinsmore as Ardolino took a couple bites at the apple there. Wasn't quite able to get it in behind Dinsmore.
First try there went off the side of the net, but Ardolino using his reach there, 5'10". He's got good size there for a freshman. Still has some room to grow too, and he used that reach to poke a pretty good shot on net. Dinsmore made a solid save.
Lexington looking to clear this out. Ardolino tried to get in on net. Now Andy Yang, look at that speed for Yang as he tries to get past Candolino. And that one sent in, and it's caught in the pads of Robbie Larkin.
Hit him in the glove at first. A rare instance where Robbie couldn't squeeze onto that puck. Caught it more off the cuff of his glove, but he was able to knock the shot down in between his pads. Thankfully, he didn't knock it in towards his own goal.
You saw the speed of Andy Yang there as he was able to get past Candolino to get that shot in.
He's been noticeable this afternoon, Todd. Very dynamic forward for these Minutemen.
That puck is cycled around by Yang, speak of the devil, and it's going to wind up on his stick right here as he pokes it towards the net. Jones is able to knock it down and send it forward. There's now Fem with it for the Minutemen. Over far side to Nolan Kingsbury. Kingsbury, the 2-time goal scorer tonight. Now Donahue, as he goes in. He's pinching all the way down from his defensive position. Gives it off, looking for Yang. Or Hugh, I should say. Now over here near side, Fem with it. He holds it in. Gets it to Kingsbury. Kingsbury gets it to Yang. Yang in front of the net. And the whistle sounds.
Good stick checking there by the Highlanders. Defensively responsible. Brokeman slowing down Yang as Fem did a really nice job holding that puck in. Got some help from Kingsbury, who's been all over things offensively here for Lexington. Trying to set up Yang, who's also been all over things. He's had several chances. The Brokeman stick tied him up.
10:07 remaining in the game as Ardolino's got speed down trying to get that puck away from Oliver. But Oliver's able to clear it away. Highlanders not able to maintain much possession here in the third period. That could come back to bite them as we are tied at 2s. Seamanchik into the Highlander zone. As he chases it all the way down. He's ridden into the corner by Foley. Cleared back to the point. Sent in, looking to get it to the center to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy chases it to the corner with Candolino. Brink comes back out to the point. Fired in by Oliver. Highlanders pick it up midboards far side. Cannot control through neutral ice. And dumped in by Robinson for the Minutemen. As that squirts out to the slot, controlled by DeAngelis there. As that gets across, Larkin had to stick it aside. Now Donahue, pinching all the way down. Casesso tries to get it midboards to clear it, but can't. Lexington maintaining this possession. DeAngelis trying to get control. Point blank is O'Shaughnessy, and Larkin able to shut him down. Once again here at the point, held in again. Foley now, he'll look to clear it out. He's unable to. Lexington keeping it in. This one fired towards the net. Now off-man rush for the Highlanders. Ardolino has it, fires it towards the net. Dinsmore able to knock it down, and Lexington will control. Tim Jones unable to keep it in. Gauthier has it in front of us. So Gauthier will send that one in. Chased down by Rosas in the corner. Two seniors connecting up. Rosas trying to get it to the slot. Had Broekman there waiting. Instead cleared away by Lexington. Now an opportunity for that speedy Yang as he's in the slot. Couldn't control it. Gauthier behind the net gets it taken away by Hugh. Hugh ends up back at the point, fired towards the net by Fem, goes above off the deflection. 7:50 remaining in the game. Fast action out on the ice. Lexington is dominating the time of possession. Those Broekman sends it around behind the net, stolen away yet again by Dorian Hugh, and he dumps it towards the net, has to be handled by Robbie Larkin.
And you'll take that whistle right there. The Highlanders need to collect themselves in all areas of the game. Another extended shift in the attacking zone for the Minutemen. And Somerville reverting back to those bad habits in the first period, just aimlessly drifting around in their own defensive zone. It's far too loose in terms of the coverage.
As the Highlanders once again unable to clear it out. That time able to get it by. Matt Broekman has the opportunity as he's down ice, but Donaghy shuts him down.
How impressive has Donaghy been?
And Broekman is going to get called for the trip. As Andy Yang was coming away, we know how fast number 27 is. He was coming out of the Lexington zone. Broekman down on the ice surface, swung the stick out, and gets called for the trip. So the Highlander penalty kill will have to come through again. They've killed multiple penalties this game, but a huge opportunity here for the Minutemen.
Yeah, there's blood in the water right now. The Minutemen can certainly smell it. Now they're trying to go in for the kill with 7:24 to go. They have dominated this third period. And a power play here could really lead to some dangerous opportunities.
Yang over to Hugh. Hugh with the shot. Goes wide off the boards. Rebounds all the way out to the Lexington zone. As Yang has it there. Oh, the poke back towards Yang. He missed the return pass. Got all the way through. Dinsmore had to play it.
Those are valuable seconds off the clock right there when you miscommunicate on the power play.
Minute 35 remaining on the power play. Just under 7 in the game. Yang will dump it in. Kingsbury gets it far boards. He is a sniper. He has both of the Minutemen goals. Now Yang at the point, fires it in. Came off of Larkin's glove. He wasn't able to hold on. Nice job by Shane Doe to sweep that one aside. Yang once again fires it in. That one knocked aside. Cleared away by the Highlanders. Minute 8 remaining in the penalty. 6:30 remaining in the game. We're tied at 2s. Donaghy starts this rush for the Minutemen. Yang comes out. He'll dump it in around the boards. It's Kingsbury tries to get it on the far side, held in by Hugh. Hugh able to find the opportunity for Oliver, but he couldn't quite get it towards the net. Now back to the point. There's O'Shaughnessy. He fires that one in. It goes wide. Now back to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy once again will fire that in. He had Kingsbury as a screen. Kingsbury redirected it up over the net and out of bounds. 32 seconds remaining in the penalty.
Couple blocks there in front. The Highlanders really protecting the middle of the ice, protecting the front of Larkin, clearing out rebounds and loose pucks. Still though 32 seconds to go. Possession has really mounted as this third period's gone along for the Minutemen. They've held on to the puck more and more, it seems like, as this period has gone along.
As Ardolino trying to get that puck away, but Fem able to force it down as he pinches down into the corner. It gets past Fem, but held on to by Seamanchik as Seamanchik sends it back in. Now Yu in the corner gets it back out to Fem. Over here far side, there's Donaghy. As from the weak side, he'll sweep it towards the net, but Larkin had slid across for the cover.
Larkin was ready and waiting for that shot. as they finally were able to work it across the line. Fem had some trouble there along the far side. Got it to the man they wanted, though, Donahue, who's been all over it here in this game. He's a defenseman, but he plays a real 200-foot game, and he's dangerous in every facet.
Penalty has ended. Power play is over. Teams are at even strength. Puck is down in the corner being battled for. Seamanchik for the Minutemen. Pokes it out. Now Donahue, as he will fire it towards the net. Came off of Foley's skate. Handled well by Robbie Larkin.
A lot of traffic, and there have been shots coming from all over in this third period. Larkin, doesn't matter if it's off a Minuteman stick or a Highlander skate, he's been reading it well all game long, and that's another important save here.
5:10 remaining in the game, tied up at 2. Is this sent in from the point? Larkin sticks it aside, or grabs it with it, tried to stick it aside and grabbed it with his glove instead. Sticked it up into his glove. 5:04 remaining in the game. The Minutemen go for a change during the stoppage.
They just keep peppering the net here in this third period, vastly outshooting the Highlanders. At a point, it does get frustrating when you don't see that scoreboard change, despite throwing as many pucks as they've had on net.
Battling in the corner, Seamanchik down there for the Minutemen's going to come away with it, but DeAngelis stands him up. Now it cycles behind the net. Kingsbury will chase it down there. Sent up midboards. Doe trying to clear it out. Candelino will hit it off the boards. Now Gauthier. Gauthier trying to clear it out, but Brady Kingsbury comes clean through. Oliver swung and missed, and it gets out of the zone. But really quickly, Minutemen back in. Doe looking to clear forward as he does. Gets it forward to Rosas, or Casesso, strike that. Casesso's in, had DeAngelis in front of the net, but he gets ridden around by Kingsbury. Now Casesso, controlling in neutral ice. Down to Candelino. Candelino, heavy forecheck here by the Minutemen. 4 minutes remaining in the game. As Candelino unable to handle that, Kingsbury at midboards will keep it in. Drop down, Ardolino in front of the net, and Ardolino will get it out of the zone. Highlanders will have to go for a change. Not able to take advantage of that breakout. Oliver will dump it in for the Minutemen. Foley chases it down, but Hugh beats him to it. As Dorian Hughes cycles it behind the net. Flashed across the net, or through the crease by Kingsbury. Now Kingsbury gets it on the far boards. Tim Jones will chase it behind the net. Jones carries it out, but kept in by Yang. Now Candelino picks it up. Once again, that forecheck comes up immediately, taking the puck away from the controller for the Highlanders. As Yang around the net, gives it off to Fem, back to Yang. Yang's shot blocked by Foley, and Fem unable to hold that one in. As finally it comes out of the Highlander zone. Offsides is the call. 3 minutes left in the game. The face-off will be just outside the Highlander zone.
You've got one team that's looking like they're content to play for overtime, and another team that wants nothing to do with it. The Minutemen are trying to end this thing here in regulation, and the Highlanders need to wake up here in the last 3 minutes of this game. Otherwise, they are going to come away with no points in this contest.
As Casesso in the corner tries to clear it out, Donahue keeps it in. Now Mannion with it. He'll try to looks to clear it around the boards. Pinching in is Fem, holding it in. Now Donahue through the slot. Unable to control his Ardolino, kept in once again by Fem. There's Kingsbury as he pokes it right through the slot. Highlanders able to clear it out by Shane Doe, but that's going to be an icing, so the face-off will come back to the Highlander zone. 2:25 remaining in regulation, tied up 2-2.
Kingsbury almost filtered that puck through where he had you waiting for it. Somehow, some way, it just bobbled its way over several sticks and out of the slot. Doe got the clear.
You in the face-off circle against DeAngelis, won by the Highlanders, but here's Kingsbury picking up the puck from behind the net, fires it towards the goal. It's redirected by Yang, and I have no idea how Robbie Larkin came up with the glove.
That was a fluttering puck there off the redirection. It got way up into the air, and Larkin, almost like a center fielder, using his eyes there to watch it into his glove. That could have very well landed into the top corner. And they can be tricky once they start getting up there towards those banisters.
2:18 remaining in the game. Face-off won by Lexington as you sent that towards the net. And that one in the crease. Larkin down on it. And he's able to control it as that puck squirted into the crease area.
It's been the Robbie Larkin show here in the third period. He's keeping this a 2-2 game right now. Not sure what the shots on goal are, but the Minutemen are just pouring it on here right now. It's been all Lexington for this 15-minute third period.
Adam O'Shaughnessy was the Minuteman in front of the net. And Larkin was able to push it aside. Now Broekman trying to clear it out, but he gets ridden off the puck. Candelino, he'll try to bring it here near side. Foley looks to clear, and he does. Gets that forward to Broekman, but controlled once again by Lexington. As coming into the zone is Aaron Yu. He'll try to send that. Foley got a stick in there to muck it up. Minute 45 remaining in the game. Chased down in the corner by O'Shaughnessy. He'll cycle it deep. It's Candelino. Picks it up for the Highlanders. Broekman will look to break out of the zone. He's got Rosas there. He'll send it in himself. Highlanders go for the change. Minute 25 remaining in the game as Oliver brings it through neutral ice. The Minutemen dump it in. Doe will pick it up behind the Highlander net. Highlanders looking to make a charge here, tied up 2-2. But possession has been dominated by Lexington here in the third period. The icing will come back to the Highlander zone. A minute 14 remaining in regulation.
They're hanging on right now, trying to get this game into overtime where they'll have a chance to reset before skating 4-on-4. And a timeout here, a wise one to take with 1:14 to go after the icing. A period in which the Highlanders have had to do a lot of skating and a lot of defending.
Highlanders struggled throughout the first period getting the puck out of their own zone. Second period, they were doing a very effective job of that. Here in the third period, Lexington has just absolutely dominated that time of possession. Anytime a Highlander gets the puck from the midboards in, a Lexington Minuteman seems to be right on top of them, denying them that possession and not opening up any passing lanes out of the zone.
It's all five guys involved in that. You get past one, there are two others waiting. The forwards are doing a nice job keeping themselves staggered. But you're right, Todd. It seems like whenever a Highlander does get to the puck, they're met right away by a yellow sweater. And it's made life very difficult for them here in this third period. Still has a minute and 14 to go. And the Minutemen, by the way they've played, really do not want to see this game go into overtime.
No doubt about that, as the Minutemen have dominated this third period. You hear the applause as Robbie Larkin coming back out onto the ice, getting between the pipes. He has kept the Highlanders in it here in the third period, facing shot after shot, point blank, as well as long distance. He's been up to the task. There's a minute 14 remaining in regulation. Let's see how it ends as the Highlanders win this draw. But once again, Lexington able to keep it in at the blue line. As Shane Doe will chase it down behind the net. Pinching in is Fem, but they're able to poke it out. Hugh had to chase that one down. It's Casesso on the forecheck. He's able to get it behind the net. Out to Doe, as Doe is pinched down mid-boards. Now Ardolino behind the net trying to get to the puck, but he's taken away by O'Shaughnessy. Now Donahue with it. Donahue will bring it up to Andy Yang as Yang touches it in, and Dorian Hugh was the first one to it. Now Yang gets it midboard, sends it back down to Hugh. 27 seconds remaining in the game, or in regulation, I should say, as the teams are tied. Possible 2-on-1 opportunity. Casesso gets it to DeAngelis. The shot by DeAngelis is behind the net, blocked by Dinsmore. Highlanders finally generate a scoring opportunity. DeAngelis sends it to Casesso in the slot. Could not get the shot on goal. 5 seconds remaining. Foley from the point will fire it in, redirected by DeAngelis, and that is in the net, but the time has expired.
Oh, almost a buzzer beater on senior day, but Casesso is just going to be quite literally a second late. The Highlanders so close
Incredible.
But I believe the referees got that right, Todd. I don't think that went in with time left.
Highlanders able to get it behind Dinsmore as time expired. Both referees immediately were wiping off the goal. You hear the Highlander crowd very unhappy as we're about to go to overtime. We're going to have overtime 4-on-4 hockey for 5 minutes. Sudden death, first goal wins it. But just commenting upon the end, the Highlanders generating their only scoring opportunities in the third period right there at the end. And Casesso got it into the net, but just after time expired.
Quite literally a second off. Foley got the shot through with about 6 ticks to go. The rebound was there. Casesso settled it. But that's the recipe right there. The Highlanders finally get the puck in deep. Ardolino and DeAngelis going after it. Finally forcing Lexington into defending. That's what they need to try and do here in this overtime. Achieve possession first, and then get that puck into the zone and get after it.
They do have the possession off the face-off. We are underway in overtime. 4-on-4 is Foley to Casesso. Casesso into the zone. He crosses it, looking for DeAngelis, who just quite couldn't control in the slot.
Just came off his backhand there. He had Dinsmore going the wrong way.
As DeAngelis has the puck. DeAngelis still with the puck. Gets it over weak side. Candelino's shot. That goes up high as it's blocked high of the net.
Dinsmore got a piece of that, got the goal stick on it.
4:30 remaining in overtime. Kingsbury gets it out of the zone to Donaghy, who loses possession. Foley gets it. As Casesso now. Maybe the open ice surface of 4-on-4 helps the Highlanders here. As Candelino plays it back, Casesso with it. Casesso back to Candelino as they're going to get it into the zone by Candelino carrying. Candelino's in. He tries it through the slot, comes through clean. Foley pinching down. Dinsmore had to make the save. Now, quickly back the other direction is Nolan Kingsbury. He is so dangerous, has 2 goals. He gets stood up by Matt DeAngelis. Good job by Matt DeAngelis there to stop Kingsbury.
Good work by Larkin to keep that moving. Don't want to take a D-zone draw here in overtime.
As that one off of the skate of Casesso, and now Donaghy is in with it into the corner. Highlanders, though, will be able to pick it up as Casesso gets it. But once again, there's Lexington controlling the puck immediately. Donaghy from the point gives it inside to Seamanchik. Seamanchik across. Hugh with the shot. That gets blocked. Hugh will continue with control of the puck, though, all the way around here near side. As Hugh at the blue line. 4-on-4, lots of ice surface. Swing and a miss there by Hugh. Picked up by O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy will fire that. It goes wide. Donaghy pinches in against Casesso.
Long shift for Casesso and DeAngelis here.
Candelino couldn't clear it out. Comes across. Hugh controls it at the blue line. Brings it here near side. Shot put through by Donahue. Blocked down by Candelino.
Long shift for all 4 of these players. They've been out here for the entirety of overtime.
Candelino finally gets control for the Highlanders. He's trying to skate it out, and he succeeds. Highlanders are tired. They're going for a change. Candelino carries it in, fires it, and Dinsmore makes the save. 2:20 remaining. There are fresh legs out for the Highlanders. Now Seamanchik is in. Out in the front is O'Shaughnessy. He gets ridden off by Ardolino. Now O'Shaughnessy will get it back in the corner. He turns. From the point is Hugh. Hugh with the fake. Passes it. Gets through clean. Now the Highlanders have the opportunity with Doe. Here comes Shane Doe, and Doe fires it wide to the glove side. Highlanders looking to hold it in, and we're going to have a penalty called. A minute 57 remaining. The Highlanders will be up a man for the last minute 57 as the penalty called against Dorian Hugh on that last rush.
He had to take that penalty, though, as that was the stick work that just threw off the shot from Doe. And the Minutemen are going to use their timeout now here in overtime to prepare for this penalty kill.
Take a breath really quickly here at Levette. as the Highlanders and the Minutemen,
Or rather not. I thought they were going to use a timeout, Todd, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
minute 57 remaining in the game. The Highlanders up a man, 4-on-3. DeAngelis wins the draw, gets it back to Candelino, now to Doe. Doe back down, over to Foley. Foley from the forehand, he'll fire. That's blocked by Dinsmore. Rebound comes down to Lexington as they look to clear, and they succeed. Good clearance there by Casimir Oliver. Minute 30 remaining in overtime. Doe with speed into the zone. Doe will fire it. Dinsmore loses the rebound for a second, but is able to grab hold of it.
That's the way to do it there. Shane Doe attacking with speed. Taking it up ice himself. Didn't have any help with him, so keeps skating and taking the ice that's afforded to it. He challenged Dinsmore there with a good shot to the far side.
Minute 25 remaining. Draw one for a moment by DeAngelis, but pulled away by O'Shaughnessy, and O'Shaughnessy has speed down ice now. Picked up by Foley, though. It's Foley now. Gives it off to Doe. Doe will carry through neutral ice. Minute 10 remains. Doe, cross ice pass to Foley. Foley fires it towards the net. It's blocked far side. Rebound shot attempt is held onto by Dinsmore. Minute 1 remains here in the overtime period. A goal will win it. A win will get the Highlanders into the playoffs. DeAngelis wins the draw back to the point to Doe. Doe will cycle it down. Casesso has it. Casesso around the net, being harried there by Donaghy. Out to Foley. Foley back to Casesso. Casesso, Foley at the point. Foley will fire. That one held on by Dinsmore, blocked by Dinsmore. DeAngelis fired that one wide. Foley holds on at the blue line, gets it in. Casesso's in.
Yeah!
And that one is a goal for the game-winning Highlanders! Casesso with the pass. And the Highlanders will win this one 3-2 in overtime. The Highlanders are going to the playoffs for the 3rd year in a row.
No better way to end senior day than an overtime win to send yourself back to the postseason. Chris Casesso skips it on over. Nobody could pick up Shane Doe as the Minutemen were shorthanded, and Dinsmore had no chance at getting across to that one. What a fantastic finish here at the Vet, and the Highlanders cap off the regular season here at home with a thrilling win here in overtime.
No doubt about it, as the Highlanders secure a spot in the playoffs with their last home game, a senior night victory. Talk about the seniors: Owen Rosas, Logan Gauthier, Matt Mannion, Matt Broekman, and at the top of that list, the man who kept them in it with multiple saves in that 3rd period, Robbie Larkin, the captain, is going to lead the Highlanders into the playoffs here for the 3rd year in a row. What a victory in overtime over the Lexington Minutemen.
Yeah, that win is not possible without number 30, Robbie Larkin, the senior here, in his final home start of his fantastic Highlander career. Made save after save after save in that 3rd period. Gave his team a chance when they looked down and out. And on the power play, the Highlanders pull a rabbit out of the hat to win it 3-2 here in overtime. Just a thrilling game, Todd, to close out the regular season slate here at home.
No doubt about it, Tyler. 2 power play goals for the Highlanders. Seamus Foley, power play goal in the 1st period. Chris Casesso had a goal in the 2nd period. Chris Casesso assisted on that game-winning goal by Shane Doe, a power play goal with 32 seconds remaining in overtime. The Highlanders win this one 3-2 over the Minutemen. The Highlanders will be in the MIAA playoffs. Check out MIAA.net after the 21st or 22nd, we'll know what the matchup's going to be at that point in time, and we will have coverage here on Somerville Ed TV. Thank you very much for watching at home this incredibly exciting Senior Day battle here at the Vet. Thank you very much, Tyler Aragao on commentary, Matt Frendudo on the camera, and thank you very much, Ben Martin on production. I am Todd Harmon, and you have been watching Somerville Highlander Hockey on Somerville Ed TV.